What would you say is the biggest factor that has helped you to be successful?
Wow, fantastic question. The biggest factor. The biggest factor for me would be the God factor. I'm a God lover, I'm a God chaser. I personally believe that it's in Him I live, and in Him I have my being. With Him I can do anything, and without Him I can do nothing. So I know for a fact that for me, it's the God factor. Then secondly, I would say that I am an avid, unrepentant learner. Because I know very long ago that we are paid at the level for which we practice. So what you learn will determine what you earn. So I am an unrepentant learner. I love to learn. There is no passing day that I don't get to learn something. Learning is one habit I personally believe that I can't do without. And I'm grateful to God that I'm a learner. Then finally, I would say I am a studious person. Because I know the way to being glorious is to be studious. So many years ago, I learned from scripture that it is the glory of God, to conceal a thing. And it is the honor of kings to search it out, right? So I know that studying is a royal habit. So I do all I can to study like my life depends on it. Because success for me in my industry actually depends on how much I study. Paul was admonishing Timothy. He said, study, right? Do well to study so you are not ashamed, right? So lack of studying will breed reproach. Your inability to divide what it is you're doing accurately. The proverb says that the foolish man goes to hunt, but he doesn't roast what he brings from hunting. And because what he brings from hunting is not processed, it doesn't have much value. So your value to a very high extent is determined by how much refined you become. So studying for me, it's one lifestyle that I personally believe that if I am alive, I will never stop. I love to study, so I'm a studious person because being glorious is determined by being studious. It is the honor of God, the glory of God to conceal a thing, and it is the honor of kings to search it out. So studying is a real habit. So these are the three things I personally believe are my core. God, the God factor. I am an unrepentant learner, and I'm a studious person. Thank you very much. Hope I answered it.
Yes, you did. Thank you so much for that. The second one, as a business mentor and coach for over 1 decade plus now, what would you say is that one lifestyle that has helped you a lot that you can advise business owners to imbibe?
Okay. That one lifestyle, I would say every business owner should become an avid learner. Now, there are several advice I can give on this platform, but I want that to be top on the list. Okay. Because it's one thing to want to sell something, to deliver product and services, and it's another thing to know that which you're selling or delivering well enough. You must know the facts around what it is that you're doing, and there is no ending to knowing the facts about the things that you're selling, because until you know it well enough, you can innovate around it, right? And if you can't innovate around it, you will soon be out of date. So I encourage all business owners to become avid learners. You can miss learning about that which you're selling. You cannot. Now, how we know the Ford Motors many years ago is not how we know them today. They have innovated, they have upgraded, right? The more you learn, the more you are able to upgrade. And your competitions are out there trying to take you out of the market. So if you're smart, if you're a smart business person, you don't want to get out. You don't want to get out of the market. So scripture says, and I quote Proverbs chapter 24, I think verse 2-4, it says a house through wisdom is a house built. And what is wisdom? Wisdom is the right full application of knowledge. It's the right full application of revelation, right? So you want to be abreast with the knowledge regarding what it is that you're delivering, the product you're delivering, the service you're delivering. You want to know everything about that thing, right? So you can be at the cutting edge of what it is that you're doing. If you are not at the cutting edge, chances are that you can easily be kicked out of the market. So be at the cutting edge. So one major advice, be an avid learner. Thank you.
You're welcome. Thank you so much for that. So, why do businesses fail in this part of the world?
That's a huge. There are several reasons why businesses fail, but maybe let me share just the top 3. Right? I think many businesses fail in this part of the world because number 1, people don't start small. It's only grave diggers that starts from the top. If you start your business big, chances are that you will fall big, right? You are not ready for what is coming, right? So start your business small so you can grow. A friend of mine said before that don't try to succeed in business, try to grow. If you grow, you will naturally succeed. Everything that has life, right, grows. And if you grow, chances are that you will succeed. So many businesses wants to start from the point of glory, right?
Yeah.
And we know that it has been said that behind every glory there's a story, right? Let's hear your story. Let's hear your story. So start from the scratch. Start from where you are on your way to where you want to be. Start small. Start small. Start small. A lot of businesses have packed up because they didn't start small. That you have resources to start it big doesn't mean you should. Right? Businesses don't thrive because of availability of resources. I know businesses thrive because of the availability of the right processes. So you want to do well, not to start big, even if you have the resources. Start small so you can grow. Then number 2, I think the reason why a lot of businesses don't succeed around here is lack of mentoring. I have said before that mentorship is the legal shortcut to business success. There are people who have done what you are trying to do. If you follow in their footsteps, chances are that you're likely to succeed like them. If your recipe look like theirs, right, you have a cake that is like theirs. So scripture will say, follow those who through faith and patience obtain results. There are those who have gone ahead. It was Henry Ford who said that, I stand tall because I'm standing on the shoulders of those who have gone ahead. So it is wisdom to get a mentor. But many businesses crash, fail, pack up because they didn't sign up to mentoring, right? Then number 3, that I would say is lack of diligence. It is not enough to start. You must be committed to the task until you arrive at your destination. A lot of people don't have that drive to continue to maintain the momentum until then. And that's why, of course, the second point is to get a mentor. A mentor holds you accountable. That thing you said you're going to do, that goal you say you're going to reach, have you reached it? Right? A mentor holds you accountable. That time you're trying to throw in the towel, you need someone, you need a mentor to tell you, come on, that thing is not an end, it's a bend. So get up. So a lot of people lack diligence. And scripture have said that, seest thou a man diligent in his business, he will stand before kings. So the access to kings, the access key to kings is diligence. If you don't have diligence, you don't have difference. Right? Diligence is a difference maker in the marketplace. A lot of people are not diligent. They are not. And truth is, if you don't have diligence, you don't have anything. Like you don't have discipline, you don't have anything. Right? If you don't have diligence, chances are that you are not yet ready to succeed in business. So these are the 3 basic things I think are the missing link, and that's why businesses fail in this part of the world. Thank you for hanging out again.